all right. Great grand rising to the royal family, Unc and Ma'at. If you guys can hear me loud and clear, please do drop a 111 in the chat. If you guys can hear me loud and clear, please do go ahead. Drop a 111 in the chat for me, please. And if you can see me nicely, wonderful. All right. All right, all right, all right, all right. So how you guys doing this morning? We are back, we are back, we are back, we are back. Let's stop sharing that. But given that I was sharing it, I'm reminded that you guys should understand that what we're doing here is for educational purposes only. This is not meant for financial advice. This is educational information only. Trading involves risk inherently. If you're going to be trading, it involves risk. So please, ladies and gentlemen, be very careful in your journey trading and observe the importance of risk management. See, this isn't for people who are indisciplined. All right. So if you're not a disciplined person, you got to drum up that faculty of yours because it's going to be necessary. For those of you who are watching on YouTube, maybe for the very first time, my name is Mark with a C Blake, and I am your humble servant trader here on Profits Before Sunrise, where we take only the highest, when I say highest, the highest probability trade ideas, executing them with discipline, patience, and consistency. Now, ladies and gentlemen, feel free to subscribe. You can also smash that like button and share this information with others so they know that there are folks out there who are really doing this thing on a reel. All right. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be really trading live on the market. We're going to analyze 3 pairs that we trade on a daily basis. We've become very familiar with its movement, with their movement, and we're going to be using a strategy known as ready, set, go. It's a strategy I developed a number of years ago. It's very simplistic, very easy to use for the beginners all the way up to the advanced. If you learn this strategy, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, you can start to multiply your money with high probability. So with that being said, we're going to run through our objective trading decisions, a set of rules that we use objectively to ensure we take the highest probability trade ideas. This is not about feelings. This is not about guessing. This is about you just trying to predict the market and say, I know where the market is going, because you don't. You have to look at the market and look at the data that is presented. So in some way, you're an analyst, all right? You're going to analyze the market and then make a sound decision. Now, we start that off by looking at the fundamentals of the market. We have 3 different types of analysis. We have fundamental, we have technical, and we have sentimental analysis. We're going to start off with the fundamentals. How do you do that? Well, jump over to your browser and go to forexfactory.com. Forexfactory.com is the site that we use in order to find out what's going on in the market. All right. So I like to go ahead and refresh because sometimes you might be on the wrong date, like we have here. And you can see here today being Wednesday, we have a number of things, but nothing serious. This red folder here is high impact news. And that's saying that we have a speech that will be going on, GBP, Great British Pound, right? And we have Euro as well, USD, we have NZD and AUD, but we have nothing major that will impact us right now, okay? Good. Let's go over to the currency strength meter. And remember, guys, you must understand the fundamentals as well as the technicals because they go hand in hand, really, if you ask me. Same thing with the currency strength meter. Go ahead and refresh. All right, so we have a number of things to look at here. Number 1, when looking at the Forex market, You're looking at a currency paired with another currency. Therefore, you're looking at the base versus the quote. The base is the first currency, the quote is the second. So when you're saying it, you would say euro against the USD, or euro versus the USD, or just euro USD. Euro would be the base, USD would be the quote. The quote meaning that's the price that is being quoted for the asset on the charts. All right. So for every 1 euro, the price in USD will be quoted on the right-hand side of your charts when you're looking at the charts. We're going to go there next. Don't worry, hold on. We're going to get there. This is what we call pre-trading, guys. You have to work up to it. You have to do your homework before you get to the charts. So I'm looking at three basic pairs. Euro USD, number one, most popular traded currency pair. All right, Euro USD. And you can see where Euro USD, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that is, 8, 9, 10, 7 bars strong, while USD is only 4 bars strong. You see that? So Euro versus USD. Now the Euro is stronger. What does that mean? See, if the base currency is stronger than the quote currency, you're going up in the market. Because most things you're measuring the upward and downward movement in the market on the base. The base is, if the base is strong, you're going up. If the base is weak, you're going down. You get that? So if the euro is stronger than the USD, you're supposed to be going up in the market. Supposed to be. Note I said supposed to be. Because if we get to the charts and it's not going up, then we're going with the charts, not the currency strength meter. Okay? So it doesn't trump the charts, but it's a good indicator. So that's Euro USD. How about EURJPY? Euro against the Japanese yen. Japanese yen is 1 bar strong, which means that, again, because the first currency is stronger than the second, we're going up in the market. I want to stick a pin here, though. I want to highlight to you guys that the priority should really be focused on the one that has the most difference in the strength. Because it means that you would have the most momentum. So euro against the Japanese yen would be better to look at than the euro against the USD, because the euro USD was only 3 bars difference. No, yes, 3 bar difference, while EURJPY is a whole 7 bar difference. It's stronger, bigger movements, more momentum, right? Let's look at USDJPY. USDJPY also should be going up, 3 bar difference. So how am I going to look at it then? Well, I'm going to look at EURJPY first, then I'm going to look at Euro USD, then I'm going to look at USDJPY. And for the broker that we're using, some people may not be able to use it because you're in North America. Granted, if you are, then you're using a different broker. You'll get broker recommendations from us whenever it is that you are a part of our mentorship program. I will share with you the brokers that we use and give you recommendations. See, I can't do that here right now. So feel free to drop in the chat mentorship, or you can just DM me. All right, DM me. I have my WhatsApp information up there. You can get in contact with me if you truly wish to learn this, if you truly wish, because this is not for everyone and it just might not be the right fit for you. But if it is and you're curious to learn more, go ahead, hit us up. We'll be glad to show you what we learned. Okay. All right. So EURJPY going up, USDJPY going up, and EURUSD going up. Now we also look at AUDJPY for those other people on the other brokers, AUDJPY and AUDUSDJPY. Both are going up. AUDJPY first, then AUDUSD. All right. Now that we have completed that analysis, let us swing on over to the charts. Boom. Here we go. Now here on the charts, guys, you're going to notice that well, first of all, it's kind of pretty, right? You have reds and greens and yellows. Well, this whole thing here is price moving. The red means we're going down. The green means we're going up. Red means we're going down. Green means we're going up. On the right-hand side over here is the price. And let's start off with EURJPY. Okay. On the right-hand side over here, oh gosh, let me move this out of the way. Move, get out the way, get out the way. 1 second, guys. All right, good. All right. So we have two indicators on the chart here that is assisting us in making our decisions and analyzing market. One is the EMA and the second is the RSI. All right. Now, we are going to be analyzing on multiple time frames, as you can see up here, the daily, the 4-hour, 1 hour, 15, 5 minute, 1 minute, not so much the 4 hour. Don't know why that's there. Get off, please. So notice we can actually star the time frames that we most often look at. All right, so look, daily 1 hour, 15, 5 minute. Remember, we were supposed to be going up in the market. And as you can see, that's exactly what we're doing. We're going up in the market. Notice we have gone up from here, and then we went down to here. Then we went up to here, and then we went down to here. And then we went up to here. Whoopsie. Up to here, then we went down to here. We just are now moving back up again for our continuation on this upward trend. We call it an upward trend. Okay? So you can note, you will notice, guys, that we're in a trend going up. By the way, our move from last night, just fantastic. Anyway. Let's delete that all. All right, so we can identify the trend, ladies and gents, by doing that. Notice how we have a few places where price just seems to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That 5 places where price just happened to touch this line perfectly. Yeah, it's amazing when you find a good trend. You find a good trend, ride it out. In addition to finding the trend, the strategy says this. If you find the area, and we call it the resistance, if you find an area of resistance, right? If you find an area of resistance, it usually will break out in a trend, heading up if you're in an uptrend, break the resistance. No, I don't know how to say resistance, right? It will break out and it will retest, which it did here, okay? That would have been our move at 510 to take the market back up. We got here just a slight bit too late. It's 518, right? But this would have been the move we would have caught heading in back up in the right direction. So Euro USD already played its card, and no problem. It will play another card again. We will have another trade idea coming up. Maybe not in our session now, but you get the picture. You see what we're doing, right? We are leaving here, coming down to here, breaking out, breaking this resistance level, coming back down to retest it, and then we're moving up. So what do you think we're going to do here? If we're gonna continue, we're gonna break the resistance level, come back down, test it, and keep on moving up. Ladies and gentlemen, we would have so many times when we break and retest that all you need to do is just catch 1 or 2. And if it doesn't, and it goes against you, and the trend is changing, then all right, so what? Take an L, right? But more often than not, you're gonna get it. Trust me on that. Just be disciplined enough to follow this strategy and just keep it simple. At no point yet have you seen me break out any tools, any indicators, any fancy this and fancy that. No, guys, we're just looking at what's happening in the market here. Price action. If I wanted to take it to the indicators, then I'd carry you down here to the RSI and I would say to you, look, we only take buying positions when this yellow line, the RSI line, is below the green line here, which is the 30% line known as the oversold area. If price gets to this area below, we're looking to buy. We're looking to take the market up once we have an indication that it's turning. Because I can tell you, it will go sometimes below that line and it will just keep on dropping. The power going down is strong. But today, EURJPY, the power is stronger to the upside. And so we're looking to go up. And ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, these two candlesticks are pushing right out of that zone. This would have been our trade. 510 kind of missed it. Sorry, guys. For my family over there on YouTube, on Zoom, my mentorship group, sorry, guys. It's YouTube day. You know, we got to get a little bit into the explanation of what we're doing here, man, so people can kind of understand and it doesn't sound like gibberish. It doesn't sound like mumbo jumbo. It doesn't sound like a whole different language, but it is, right? So we're looking to take the trade up that way. Guess what? We could also see the price break below and have a retest and go right back on down as well. All right. So either one. We could also see price coming back down to here and then testing it to carry on back to the upside. We see that all the time as well. Okay. All right. So let's just move this over a bit and let's move to our next pair in the hope that we can find a trade idea. So we're going up with EURJPY. How about EURUSD? EURUSD. All right. Let's delete all of this. All right, so EURUSD also should have been going to the upside, but not as strong as EURJPY, but it is moving to the upside. We have this massive push up here that's causing some confusion, but the mere fact, now listen to this, guys, watch this. The mere fact that we came down and did the very same thing we just looked at, which is to retest this high. Notice we came up here, we came back down, we tested it, and then we pushed. It means it's a valid high. It's a valid high. Okay. So I'm going to assume that this too can also be another reaction level. We also have another level going on. It's quite close. It's quite close to where we are right now. That's this area. This area is of interest to me because we had a wick that pushed all the way up to here and then came back down. And this area is also interesting to me because we have consolidation going on with these bars. Consolidation? Now, what's that? Well, that's simply when the market, I usually say they can't make up their mind. It's an indecisive kind of move. They're moving sideways. Usually in a trend, you're moving up, right? Or down. So in a trend, the market is somewhat doing this here. See, moving up and down. But in a consolidation, it's not doing that. It's just going sideways. You see. So while we're going up, down, up, down, up, down, up, this one is just going sideways. You going with the length that it went up, the same length coming down, same length up, same length down, same length up, same length down. And then it came down, retested the high, then pushed off. You guys get it? So that's a significant area for me. I'm going to keep it in mind when looking at the charts for a move. So we can either come back down to that previous low, or we can break out of this area, retest that consolidation area, and then continue going up. What you see me draw here with my rectangle, ladies and gentlemen, that's my reversal zone. Another thing to research, reversal zones. So far, how many terms have I already given you? I've given you currency pairs. I've given you support and resistance. I've given you the reversal zones. I've given you candlesticks. I've given you RSI and EMA. These are terms, guys, that you should go research and learn. If you want free information, it's out there. One that I recommend a lot is babypips.com. Very, very good resource out there online. Babypips.com. Investopedia.com. Those two sites are amazing at teaching you a wealth of information. And then when you're ready for the mentorship, you can come on right back to us and we'll show you how to apply that information with years of experience right here in the markets. All right. So we're going to wait for price to come on right back down to here. And then we're going to look to get into our trade idea. Now, one thing that I did not do on the last pair, which I'm going to go back to and do, is to set my alert. Oh, look at how nicely this is moving up. And for my leverage folks, wink, wink, right? Set your alerts. So I'm going to come back down here. And by the way, let me delete all my alerts. Yes, I did. Let me set my alert on the RSI line. So that, ooh, guys, it didn't ask me to go through the whole crossing thing. That's wonderful. So I'm going to set my RSI line so that when it comes back down, it can alert me that it's time to participate in the market. Okay. And I'm going to do same with Euro USD. And then we're moving on to USDJPY. Oh, it didn't ask me. Wonderful. All right. So USDJPY, remember that was the currency pair that only had 3 bars. Well, now it has 4. Not a huge gap, not a huge gap, but it's still showing that we have evidence of the USD that should be going up, right? But we can see here where it's transitioning downwards. So I'm aware of that now. I'm aware that we're in a downtrend. We are probably retracing, you see? So although we are trending up, we're in now what is called a triangular wedge. It's a triangle. Let me delete this stuff. All right. So it's a triangle. Some people will even call it a flag pattern. Okay. And so out of that pattern, we usually get a push up. So think about it like this, guys. Watch this. I'm going to start from here. Price pushed up. And although it pushed up and it had those times when it went down, it pushed up. Overall, it's going up. And then it pushed down. And again, although you have instances within this where it's going up, we call that the internal trend. When it's going up, it's actually all going down. That's something that confuses a lot of new traders. When they look at the market, they don't know whether they're going up or down. They don't know how much of the candlesticks should they use to identify whether they're going up or down, right? The whole picture is what I use. I always zoom out to get it. And then you can see that we're going up and then we're going down. But that doesn't mean we're trending down. We could be going up again. Why? Why does it mean we're trending down? Because we have not broken this area as yet, ladies and gentlemen. We've not broken this area as yet. See, the moment we break that area is known as the change of character area. It means that we're no longer trending up. We're getting ready to see if we're gonna trade down because we don't have to trade down. We could go into consolidation as well, right? So we wait. But we're moving down. So if we're gonna be taking any positions here, where would you like to take this trade? Where would you like to? You know, you could look at the floor here, right? You could look at the resistance, the ceiling here. That's the support, that's the resistance, right? You have another floor here, right? So what we're going to be looking at is the floor here, right? Pushed up, created a high here, then it pushed back down, and this push down should be respecting somewhere, right? Let's look to see where it could have been respecting. Well, aha, It was respecting all of this, you see, ceiling, 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 breakout, retest, and then it started pushing again. And we're back to that area again. So we could be getting a push up from here, back up, or we could possibly break down to this area and then push right back up. Those are the two immediate moves I see. How am I going to know when to take it? We go right back down onto the RSI. We use the RSI as our indicator to let us know when it's a good time to start looking at a potential trade opportunity. Are you guys getting this? Because it's 5:30. We have 30 more minutes together in the markets. And I'm going to pray, hope, and tell that you get a move. All right? If you don't, you don't. If we do, we do. We don't control the markets here, okay? In a lot of cases, the markets control you. And those of you who've been trading know what I mean. But that's not the goal here. Do not be controlled by the markets, all right? Don't be controlled by the markets. You're your own person, man. Sheesh. Take some responsibility for your actions and be disciplined. And take only the trades you're supposed to take. Let's now look at AUDJPY. AUDJPY. Nothing has changed with AUDJPY. All right, again, you can see the push up. And let's go through the same routine. Where is the low that you just left? Where is the low that you just left? We just left this low right here. That's the floor, the ceiling, the support area you just left. Where is the high that you just created? Well, you created a high right here. That was the end of that push right here. Okay, and you can see where this pushed up into it and then it fell right back on down. And then the next thing is this area right here. That is the area that I'm mostly interested in. Why? Because that area, so you have the high here, then you had a retest of the same high, then the breakout. This area is the area we're looking to retest, then push up, then retest, then push up. All right, see that there? So you have a low, a high, high right here, low right here, breakout, retest, then a push up. So this is the breakout, the retest, the push up, and you can see it came back to that same high and it's having trouble right now. Trouble in paradise right here. Rejection. Rejection of that area, falling right back on down. Okay? All right. So we have to go back again to our RSI and we have to wait for price. You see how this line is pushing down? We have to wait for it to push all the way down and get to like how you see it here or how you see it here. And then we're going to be ready to party. So we add alert right there. So we're going up with AUDJPY. How about AUDUSD? All right. So AUDUSD making similar moves. Okay. Created a high here that we did not break and retested, but I'm not going to use that high. I'm going to keep it in mind. Actually, I'm not going to use my square. I'm going to use my lines and keep it in mind. Okay. But I'm going to start from the floor of the movement. So right here to here, right? Then we back down to here. Then we're up to here. Then we're down to here. Then we're up to here. And then we're down to here. And then we're kind of moving sideways. So I'm going to be using my last area. My last high would have been that area right there. Okay. The low would have been here, the push up, and then the high would be here. So what are we retesting, guys? We're going to be retesting this area to go up. But we also have this area here, so I know we could get into that area and go up as well. And then ultimately, I'm looking for price to break out, retest, and then to head up. So those are the possibilities on the table right now. And again, set alert. All right. And that is it, guys. We have analyzed 5 different pairs. We have come up with 5 different ideas, and we're simply just waiting now to execute. Time now being 5:35. We have seen that price tends to turn around in many cases at the quarter past the hour, which is 5:45, sometimes half past the hour at 5:30. And then, of course, on the top of the hour, we usually seem to get a reversal in the market. So we're going to wait for 5:45 and just see if price is going to give it to us. And while we wait, let's just have a conversation about this. Um, the market, ladies and gentlemen, is not just designed for us to just come on here and trade to try and make money, right? The first thing that you must really do is educate yourself. You must know what this is all about. What are you looking at? All right. You're looking at the buying and the selling of assets on the open market. USDJPY is calling our attention. Let's go over and take a look. All right, so she's now all the way down here at the zone. Looking like she looking. Oh boy. Did I delete that? I did. Oh snap. Boom, 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 boom. Forgot it back again. Sure. I know I forgot to do over back all my colors. Sure. All right. I've been testing out this indicator as well with my strategy, guys. So I'm gonna keep my eye on it as well. I'm not gonna get into the details of this, but the MACD, I'm gonna put on a yellow and I'm gonna make my signal line white. All right. And I'm gonna change this. That. I'm gonna change this to that. I'm gonna change this to that. And I'm gonna change this to that. Okay. All right, so we have the possibility of price pushing back up from this zone, as you can see. And we got the alert because price came down to the green line here and said, hey, we're coming close. So now you need to come and watch and see. Now, how do I take the trade at the appropriate moment? How do I at least attempt to? Well, the first thing is I use 2 screens. So if you're not paying for TradingView, you won't be able to do this. And I would highly encourage you guys to enroll with TradingView as your your classroom. It's a tool that you have to use, guys. This is where we come to class, right? So the paid for version will give you some additional features that you will need. All right. And so I like to use the 5 minute and the 1 minute, the 1 minute more so to take my entries. And so the 1 minute is on the right hand side, and on the left hand side is the 5 minute. So we're approaching 5:40, which is when the new 5 minute candle will begin. So we have a few more 1 minute candles until that time. Time now, as you can see right down here, is 5:38. Okay. When this gets to 5:40, we're going to start looking for the opportunity to place our trade. When we place our trade, guys, we have to have some indications that we're doing the right thing. So what I usually use what is called a convincing candle. All right. The convincing candle is just a candle that's going to convince me to go in. That's all it is, really and simple. So look at what's happening here. See this candle? This candle is pushing up. That would be on the closing of that candle, a convincing candle. But the timing is kind of off. The timing is off for me on this candle. Why? Because it's only 5:38. We still have a whole 1 minute to go before the new 5 minute candle. And it has already started to move. So you can see where the 1 minute is already off to the races. The 5 minute just got started. Actually, it's not even started yet because it hasn't even started as yet because the yellow line would not have reached the green line as yet. Okay, I must wait for that to happen. If it doesn't happen, unfortunately, I would have missed a trade. That's just me though. See, for those individuals who are okay taking a trade like this because they're convinced that it's moving, go ahead. You want to take it before the 5 minute? Go ahead. You want to take it on this? Go ahead. It's your choice, right? You're in control. But what I can tell you is when I'm trading my objective trading rules, I wait because one of the greatest things that I can do for myself is to watch a good trade go by because it's not my trade. It's not the right trade. It's not a trade based on objective trading decisions. It's a good trade and you can take it, but it's not my trade. My trade looks a particular way. And until I see that, my trigger is not pulled. All right. So AUDJPY is letting us know that it is there as well. There goes the move. So if you decide to enter this trade idea on the 540, you're looking at this candle here. You can see that the 1 minute is already almost overbought. The 5 minute is pushing up from right below the 50 and it's moving, guys. So that looks good. AUDJPY and AUDUSD is letting us know that it's touching the line. All right, so we're looking at that. It hasn't reached down yet to our floor, but there is a floor right here. So that could be also a level you want to look at. AUDUSD was also letting us know it's there. All right. It's in that other zone. The other zone that we were looking at, this move, it's in that zone right now. So you can also wait to see if that's going to happen. All right. Let me go back to EURJPY. I want to show you guys something on Zoom. Guys on Zoom. As we continue to observe the MACD, let's look to see, were we on EURJPY? No, I think it was EURUSD. Okay, EURUSD is there now. So everybody's reaching right now. Everybody's reaching close to the bus stop. The bus is ringing, guys. The bus, we're all at the bus stop now. Everybody's ringing, right? Saying, hey, hey, it's 5:45, right on time. Bus is here, guys. The bus to profits. Oh, to profit land. All right, Mark, stop. You're getting into too much. You're getting into too much jokified. Let's focus. We're on YouTube, Mark. Come on. All right. EURJPY hasn't reached us yet. So we're gonna let that continue. Euro USD is now on the mark. Okay. We have to wait for that. It's pushing down. And if it gets to this line here, to this floor, I'll definitely be interested in taking it. Because remember, it was to turn here or turn here. It could even push below. Doesn't matter. I'm looking for both of them and I'm waiting for the turn because we have the move exit. We have the RSI trigger. So that's good to go. And we need to see now other things playing out. Okay. USDJPY is giving you the move up. If you took that, guys, that would have been an absolutely fantastic move, as you guys can see. 538, 539. This was the 540 convincing candle. So if you got in on the closing of that candle, 1 minute, 2 minutes, you're just about clearing right now. That's for those individuals who would have taken a chance on that trade opportunity. Okay. So what I've been noticing since yesterday, since I've been studying the MACD and or strategy, it's slow. It's very slow to It's very slow compared to the RSI. You see how the yellow line is just now crossing when we would have been in the move already. So it's just now getting into the move right now. So what that is telling me is that if you're going for a position, once this yellow line crosses the white and the histogram goes back to green, then you can go with the continuation. All right, no problem. But for ready, set, go, the way we've been trading, I'm seeing where it's a, and it is, if you look it up, it says it's a lagging indicator. We are price action traders, so we're pretty quick because price action is the best indicator you can have. And we study the candlesticks, we study price action. So we would have been in already without this. We would have been in on one of these candles, right? And we would have taken it up. We would have cleared the trade already. This is now telling us to get ready to take the trade. And if you can observe, we're already overbought on the RSI and the 5 minute. We're already overbought on the 5 minute, on the 1 minute as well. So that you know, you guys know what I mean. So, with that being said, I was just using it to see if we can use that as, additional confirmation. And I did. I used it yesterday when trading US 30. Because US 30 is such a big moving pair and you don't want to be faked out because it moves so big, guys, the MACD crossing plus the RSI and ready, set, go with our price action and our convincing candlestick and the timing and market structure, it's game over. It was fun. Let me just say that. It was fun watching it work. All right. So the time now is 5:45 and we're looking to see what the pairs are doing. Euro USD are still pushing down. All right, Euro USD is still pushing down. USDJPY already made its move. AUD making its move. All right, so everybody's making their move. Now, okay, so here's how I like to use the MACD now. Watch this. We're expecting to take a buy, right? On AUD USD, and we're looking to take it here. But look at the MACD. Although the RSI is oversold, look at the MACD. It's crossing and going down. And the histogram is just switching to going down, not the position I want to see. If we're looking to take the buy, we're nowhere ready to take the buy as yet. You see how that works, family? On Zoom. You see how that works? Now to the audience. Look, when you are taking your trade ideas, you must have what is called confluence. You must have multiple things that are telling you the market is moving in the direction you want to go. What are those things for you? Do you have a trade journal? Have you written down a number of steps that you must take before you get in? Are you just going off the cuff, off the whim? Are you just going off your feelings or predictions? If you do that, I'm going to tell you you're not going to be profitable. You will win, but you're not going to be profitable because that won't last. You can't go off your predictions and your feelings here in the market. You must be able to have an objective trading decision or set of rules that you follow to the T each and every single time. Not one time, not two times, all the time. All right, all the time. So it is now 5:45 and AUDJ, the USD is not ready. AUDJPY is more ready than AUDUSD. Why? Look at where the histogram is. It's getting ready to turn green. Look at where the RSI line is. It can turn up right now and cross the signal line. Look at where the RSI is. It's below the green line. It could turn up and head up now. Look at where we are close to the zone. We are closer to the zone now, and we're actually on the floor of this previous, we're on at the line of this previous floor, right? So keep your eye on AUDJPY. USDJPY. We already, We're already making the move on that. Okay, we did that already. That should have been cleared. So we're done with USDJPY. Euro USD. Euro USD snuck out of the gates on us while I was explaining. Gosh darn it. Look, 546 would have been our convincing candle. Yes, it's a doji. And our green line was touched and it just took off. Guys, I was explaining and missed this one. Ah, so it go. So look, this here was a turning point for this move. If I was paying attention, I would have taken this. Why? My RSI line was lined up, it touched it. My convincing arrow came, even convincing candlestick came at 546. Remember, I said 545 is usually when we get the turn. This was the 545 candle, 546, then we blasted off. If I was paying attention, I'd been so much in the money with this. All right. Let's see here. I'm having a whole different my students over here having a whole grand time by themselves. All right, so I see some cleared cleared the UJ. That's what's up. Let's go. What are you guys laughing about? I don't know what the joke is. I missed the whole thing. I was teaching. Cleared the UJ. 1 minute. That's up, Maxi. All right, UJ cleared. Everybody seemed to have cleared the UJ. UJ in on the EJ on the MACD cross. 1 minute. Cleared the EJ. Cleared. Everybody cleared the EJ. Cleared EU. Sheesh. I'm the only one here that's not getting to trade. Yeah? Oh, come on, man. That's no fair. That's not fair. Anyway, I was too zoned in, guys. Listen, I was zoned in. I was busy teaching. Maxi, that's not fair, man. That's not fair. All right, so it go. I'm jealous, but whatever. I got more time to trade today because our our empress of the markets, or queen of the charts, Jennifer Maxwell, otherwise known as JMax, she has a session that's coming on at 12 p.m. on the walls, called the walls, where she goes on and she absolutely just steps on the toes of the market. I joke, she doesn't do that. She actually goes with the flow of the market, right? She moves elegantly. She steps on no toes. She moves elegantly on the market, navigating these DJs here with their spinning on the ones and twos. She's able to navigate the dance floor and teach others how to do her moves. Whether you want to salsa, you want to do some reggaeton or whatever it is you want to do. So, right? She shows you how to do it on the waltz. So, with that being said, I have more time to trade, no problem. I'm more interested, and more importantly, I want to look at these trade ideas objectively. I want you guys on YouTube who are watching right now, and again, if you're new or if you've been here before, this is what we do every day. Every day, we look at the markets and we take objective trade ideas. And as you can see, this is not something foreign to us. We just explained to you what the market was going to do, and we watched it do it live right here. Some of us were able to capitalize on it. Some of us, like myself, well, we missed it because we were too slow, didn't see it. And that happens, especially if I'm looking at 5 different pairs and I'm teaching at the same time, right? But we got the alerts like EJ telling us, hey, no, EJ didn't alert us. Euro USD alerted us and say, hey, I'm there. And sure enough, it came down, touched the green, and then it kept on moving. Okay. That was the trade. Many people cleared it. USDJPY. Many people cleared it. All right. Price came right back on down, touched that area, and then kept on moving. Okay. We had the switch right here. 5 o'clock, switched, price started to press up. All right. You can see what's happening on the MACD right now. And you can see that if you continue to use this tool also, it will help you. It's you are having the switch right now, right? The yellow line is crossing the white line and the histogram is changing. So you know you're getting ready for somewhat of a momentum to the upside. Maybe big, maybe small, but you're gonna get some movement to the upside now. Maybe you're a scalper, maybe you're in and out real quick. I don't know. There are different types of trade styles for different types of personalities. You have scalpers, you have day traders, you have swing traders. Scalpers can be day traders. They're scalping throughout the day. They don't hold trades overnight. Swing traders, they'll hold trades for days, weeks, months, years even. All right. Okie dokes. So it is about that time. It's 5:55, ladies and gentlemen. We have had a blast just going in the past, looking at what's going on in the markets and predicting future movements. We had a couple that executed AUDJPY. Like I said, I would not be ready to take that one as yet, or this would not be my trade of choice when I have AUDUSD right here. That's it's more likely that I could get a turnaround here. All right. So I have that as well waiting on. I don't trade AUD USD and AUD JPY on my broker, but again, for those of you who can, keep your eyes on those two right there. Let us, before we go, look to see what the DXY is doing today. And I usually look on the DXY on a daily chart. All right. So we're still consolidating at this zone, right? Price still doesn't know whether it wants to break out or if it wants to go down. I believe that it's going to go down before it goes up. So, Mark, why is that? Why do you feel like that's gonna happen? Well, it's not a feeling. I'm actually looking at the floor here that became a ceiling, and I'm seeing the multiple times. I'm seeing the multiple times where prices rejected, 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 rejected. Did I say rejected? Big wick, rejected. So I am more convinced that price will go down from here versus up from here. If it goes up from here, I'll be surprised. Let's put it that way. I'll be surprised and be like, okay, what's up here to push it back down? This ceiling. If it breaks that to go for this imbalance, I'll be like, okay, so let's start trending back up again until it's time to go back down. See, I just go with the market. I don't try to be right. I don't want to be right. I just want to do the process. I want to work through the process. All right? That's all I want to do. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, time is now 5:57. The dollar index is going down, and I want to see what it's going to do from here. Very interesting times that we're in this year. It being an election year and all, so many things to look forward to. So many. All right, so let's see what's going to happen there. Um, that's about the size of it, guys. It's 5:58. Let's just have a last glance to see what's happening. All right, so we had the move on EJ. Unfortunately, like I said, it did not come down and give us the alert on the RSI. Totally okay with that. If she wants to move from here and not come all the way down and give us the move, but want to move just a shy bit earlier, no problem. There was actually a floor right here that it could have been respecting, which it came down exactly to that area. But again, I need to see something specific. And if I don't see that, all bets are off. Euro USD, she came down, touched, gave us the move. For those of you who are able to go up with it, you went up with it, cleared the trade. USDJP. Oh, so you said go up with it. Somebody's saying, but Mark, it didn't go up. Let me show you what I mean. You know what I mean? Let me show you what I mean. There was an engulfing candlestick pattern right here. And this is where you'd have gone in on. You'd have gone in on this candle. This came down, then it went up. All right. And look at where it came down to and where the RSI touched. Perfect, right? So once that touched, we're now looking to go back up, which is this candle. So my students over here, most of them took this and cleared. Cool, cool, cool. USDJPY, right? So this was another good move, one that I missed. Price came down, touched, came back down to here, 540. Price started to push up. All right. So that's on the upward moves. That's looking also great. And that is it. AUDJPY is done. AUDUSD is making its move now. AUDJPY is making its move now. 5:59. So that would have been 5:50 because it's now 6 o'clock. All right. And then AUDUSD, get ready for that big move. This could be a nice big one. Although USD is getting slightly a bit stronger, just lost a couple more bars, and AUD is very strong. So look for this one to go up as well, guys. This is also looking like a good leverage position. So pay close attention to that, my friends. Pay close attention to that. That turn is coming. All right, clear the UJ, 1 minute. All right, so here I go. Drop your results in the chat. Let me know before we go. Since I was so busy training on YouTube today, please let me know how you guys did. See, this is what it's about. I love being able to see the students clear trades. They're becoming independent traders. I remember starting off with someone who was in retirement, didn't know much about trading, didn't know much about computers. I'll tell you, she didn't know the left mouse button different from the right mouse button. She's right now an independent trader and loving her retirement, right? Loving the ability to multiply her money in the largest financial markets in the world. You can do it too, but it's going to require of you discipline, patience, and consistency. All right, looking at the scores over here. I have 4-1. I have 1-0. I have 4-0. Wonderful, wonderful. Dropped in the chat, guys. Let me know what you guys are, where you guys are at, so I can know. Dropped in the chat. Retirement hits different when you trade. 3-1. I got you. I got you, Betty. All right, guys. We had a fun time, but it's time for me to go. For those of you who would like to stay, please do drop in the chat. Let me know. Drop mentor in the chat, mentorship in the chat, or in the comments below, and I will definitely reach out to you. Or you can reach out to me. I'm on there via WhatsApp. Guys, I have not posted on Instagram in like a year, and I don't feel thrilled to get back to it as yet. I just see it, I just see it as a tool right now to use to give you guys more information when it comes onto the markets. And when I'm ready to do that, I will. But until then, guys, come right back here to YouTube, or you can sign up for our course that will carry you through the theory of the markets, and then we are going to go on the markets together, just like we did today. All right, for the practical experience. So with that being said, go ahead and share this with everyone that you know. Also go ahead and like the information. If it is you did like the information and you found it valuable to you. All right. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, may the divine forces in me greet the divine forces in you. May you all manifest each and every heart's desire. Ashe family, one love. Have an amazing rest of your day. This is your boy Mark with a C. I'm out, guys. Peace.